Gentlemen, I need clarification. I need to speak in parameters. I want to know, as a Hexagon staker, right? How deep can this go? Give me a scenario, Wales, please, where I'm staking and I unstake, and I'm declaring the amount that I get on top of my APY, all my yield. I declare that as interest income, and I file my taxes and I pay the taxes on that, but I'm out of compliance for the 1099 some way. And tell me the upside and the downside. How far can I ignore this and just go about my business like I have been, paying taxes on my yield only?
Well, I think your first mistake was paying taxes on your yield because now they know you have crypto.
That's correct. I'm going to be completely compliant with that feature because I checked the box. It says, yes, I do have crypto. Right. And so I'm on the hook there.
Yeah,
no,
so
I'm on the hook
mistake.
there.
That's mistake
it's a
number
mistake,
one.
It's a mistake that I'm willing to make. Let's continue.
Right, and that's fine. I'm just outlining the steps, just like
Right. How deep does it dig? Because if I didn't comply to that stupid, terrible feature, albeit terrible and stupid, I did comply with it. If I hadn't, I would have perjured myself, and they could have actually gone back and audited me to the beginning of time, which I don't want to happen if I can help it. Nobody wants that. I mean, not that I have anything to hide, but you don't want that. It's inconvenient. So I decided to comply to the letter of the law. So what is the big change? What's the sea change to me as a taxpayer and a Hexagon that likes to stake?
As the language stands right now,
yes,
you're liable for every and anything that they want.
What am I liable for?
Everything and anything that they want you to be liable for. Literally. I'm not joking. That's what it says there. That's the synopsis, in case like people are just not understanding. They literally took the kitchen sink and the rest of the house and shoved it in this little book, in this so-called infrastructure bill.
It's because it's so vague in the wording. It says that everybody's a broker and we don't have an idea about what the compliance structure for a broker would be.
They're not acknowledging the technological aspects of anything. That's number one. They're just saying if you're involved, you got to pay. Period.
Pay what? Pay what?
Whatever they want.
So you got to pay anything I want.
Well, has anything been put in? Has anything been set in stone? No.
But you can't say that you're on the hook to pay an undisclosed amount on an asset that is confirmed as property.
Here we are talking about legislation that is stating just that. I mean, what else does it say?
I thought it was just a character. I thought the part that we don't like is just the AML KYC, the issue of 1099s, and the categorization of us as brokers.
That comes with everything else.
All right. So it's so vague that it says at a later date, you'll be asked to pay. And when I should ask you for this favor, you should not refuse. Is that
you have to understand how legislation works, right? Or how they go about it. Or how they go about it, right? Number one, our input is never valid. This is why travel money rules exist in the first place. And number two, that's an invasion of your Fourth Amendment. Right.
That's correct, which we reviewed in your video today.
Yes. So it's understanding all of these things that are first and foremost before you call anybody. Because if you're not outlining these facts, then what the fuck are you calling for? Right. You already have rules in place that shouldn't be in place in the first fucking place. So how about we tackle those? Because this is clearly not going to fly.
Because we lost the war on that.
We didn't lose the war. We only lose the war when we opt to comply to nonsense, and we continue to opt to do so. We are the ones that are in charge here, not them. They don't tell us what to do. We tell them. This is the problem that people just seem to miss. This is a republic, not a democracy. So people need to realign their thinking with what the fuck the reality is. People need to go read the Bill of Rights and understand what their rights are. Number 9 and number 10, please review them again.
Okay, hold on. Number 4. Let's go back to number 4. That's unfair search and seizure?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Invasion of privacy, top to bottom.
Invasion of privacy. All right. So
that includes your metadata, guys.
Everything.
Yeah, but
everything that's your person. Everything that you own. Period.
The founding fathers didn't realize that social media and the metadata collected, because they didn't see this coming, is the proper communist and socialist tool. It is what they use for propaganda. Yep. It has become so perfect because they know everything about you. that we have literally given up our Fourth Amendment to the thing that mattered the most, our data.
Okay, but we're talking about a world. Here's where I get off the bus on that whole thing. I think I agree with you, but I diverge off into to the left when we talk about it's a ledger that is publicly viewable, and you can scrape it and get all the data that you want off of it anyway. The only thing that's preventing them from getting everything on you to the beginning of time from when you actually put some crypto into your wallet is establishing a link between yourself and that address. That's it. Everything else is for public view, right? Your name, what you look like, social security, all these little things are not attached to the blockchain until you admit that they are. Is that what you're saying, Wales?
Correct. 100%. If you don't tell them, how do they know? You're a needle, not even in a haystack. You're a drop in the ocean of the galaxy.
However, this linkage is contained within the transaction for your on-ramp.